What's up, y'all? It's Jatyn, the Plant Sorcerer, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 10 plants that if I had to get rid of all my other plants, these are the 10 that I would have to keep. Some of these plants I do have a very deep connection with because I was gifted them in some very hard times in my life. Some of them are gifted by people that I just absolutely love. I like to think of them as like a part of their soul, so I'm not going to let this plant die or go. Get what I'm saying? If I could only keep 10 plants, the very first plant that I would have to keep is the mini monstera. This is my mini monstera. If you can tell, it is a very big plant, but I love this plant so much. While it is big, it's not very it doesn't take up a lot of space, you know what I'm saying? Got it off of Facebook Marketplace. It was $40, and whenever I got it, it was actually like about this tall. Since I've had it for about the past like 4-ish months, it's grown this big. This plant does not stop. It's got some babies growing on down there. If you're a beginner plant person, then this one would probably be a good one for you because it's a very adaptable plant. It grows in indirect bright light. It is also very good for positivity and abundance. The abundance part comes from how fast it grows and how big it gets, okay? Yeah, so that's my very first one that I would have to keep because I just love it so much. This one would be my number 10 plant that I have to keep. Let's get into number 9. So number 9, the position goes to my Swiss cheese monstera. It is a little baby right now, okay? But let me tell y'all something. This plant is very resilient, okay? It's able to go through a lot, and I could tell you from personal experience. I want y'all to take a look down here. You see that? This plant rotted and broke apart, and I was like, okay, I was kind of sad about it. It had a node, but where I guess I cut it, it didn't survive. This was just those little stems, these little branches basically down here. I kept it in my bathroom, and one day I was looking at it and it just started producing new leaves. And this is where we're at right now, okay? So if you're wanting a plant that is very resilient, this would be the one. I got it from a plant swap a couple years ago. Well, actually just last year. I saw this one and I was like, oh my gosh, nobody else had grabbed that. So I snatched that thing and put it in some dirt, and it's been this ever since. Well, it's not been this, but it's grown to this. And yeah, so this would be my number 9 plant that I would have to keep if I could only keep 10 plants. The 8th plant that I would have to keep would be this one. This one is called the Monstera Stanleyana. I am a big fan of this one. I love the way it looks. I love the leaves and how like thin they are. It produces leaves pretty fast, okay? It's already got a couple of them growing. If I could keep 10 plants, this one would be one of them just because I like how fast it's growing. It is just a very pretty plant, and every time I look at it, I'm just like, you're beautiful. I love this one so much, and actually I love just monsteras in general. Most of my plants that I would keep would be my monsteras. But yeah, this one would be my number 8th plant. For my number 7 spot, I would have to keep my spider plants. This one is beautiful, okay? This one is babies from my big one. It has grown and taken up so much space now already. It's got its own little babies right here. They're very, very easy to take care of. I have mine in bright indirect light. It gets morning sun in the mornings, and I don't know. I mean, you get a bunch of these and then you could decorate them all over your house, okay? There's not really much else to say about this plant. If you're looking for a plant that'll give you a lot of babies, and this one would be one of them, okay? Because you will have a lot of babies and it will take up a lot of space, and then you could gift them to people. You sell them on Marketplace. Wherever you sell plants, you can sell them, okay? My number 6 plant would have to be my corn plant. So my boyfriend's mom, whenever she was in the hospital, she had an amputation and the hospital gave her this plant. And she took it home. Her cat started to chew on it, so she gave it to me to take care of it. And for that very reason, this is one that I'd have to keep, because I really, really put that plant to her soul basically, and I take care of it. I water it, I help it grow, so I kind of feel like it helps her grow in her own way, you know? I love the colors of it. I love how neon green it is. It is just a very, very pretty plant, and I wouldn't get rid of it. So now we're in the top 5 plants, okay? My 5th plant that I'd have to keep is my string of dolphins. Take a look at that thing, okay? I love the dolphins. I used to live in Hawaii whenever I was a kid. My dad was in the Marines, so we got stationed in Hawaii. This one just brings me back. They do kind of honestly look like little dolphins. I don't know. Like, I don't know if y'all can even see that, actually. Let me get my face out of the camera. This was actually one of my dream plants, and I found it at Walmart for $12. So yeah, had to get it, and this is one that I would not give up, and now I have to make it a new pot. I'm actually learning macrame right now, one day in the future I'll post a video of me making macrame so I can show y'all. But yeah, this one would be one that I just couldn't give up ever. For number 4, okay, I want y'all to take a look at these plants right here. Which one out of all of them do you think I would want to keep the most? Give y'all a second to think about this. If you said this guy right here, then you're correct, okay? It is my snake plant. That one is such a huge snake plant too, okay? I love snake plants. I think I said that in the last video like multiple times. I love them. They're very good for protection. They're very good at air purifying. But my favorite reason is how tall they get. Like, I don't know if I can see this. Let me move the camera up. Y'all see how tall that is? Like, I'm all the way down here now, okay? That is a very tall plant if you ask me. This one right here is actually a baby from it. And then I have another pot over here of other snake plants from it. I have multiple of them everywhere. I even have this other little one right here, a different one. That's the bird's nest snake plant. And I don't know, that's my number 4 spot, all my snake plants. So the next plant I'd have to keep would have to be my geranium, okay? This one I really do like. I've grown it indoors, and if you can tell, it's not doing really the greatest right now. And for it being my number 3 plant, doesn't make sense, does it? But let me tell you why it does make sense, okay? My sister gave me this plant whenever she was living with us. And like I said, I associate these plants with these beings, these humans in my life. And I would not let this one die. It has red flowers, and I love seeing the flowers when it blooms. So in my number 2 spot, this plant would have to be one of my favorite ones. I've gotten the most cuttings from all people in my life, okay? A lot of them have come from other people, so if you can take a guess on what that is, just by me saying that, then you probably guessed the pothos plant, okay? Look at this, look at how beautiful it is. Look at that. Yes, I love this plant, okay? These are very good for decorative purposes, and like, look at this marble queen one, okay? That's like beautiful. How come, like, I don't get it. I lost my words there just for a second. I just don't get how some plants can be this pretty. And like, look at that. Like, goddamn. I love all the pothos I've gotten. They've come from a lot of people in my family, my aunts, my stepmom, and I think my boyfriend's mom even. But yeah, these are just ones that I would have to keep because I love how filling they are in a space. They are really good for decorative purposes if you just want plants for decorations, but they're very good and easy to take care of, okay? Very forgiving plants if you are a new player to plants. I actually need to cut it, but I don't want to because I wanted to see how big it gets. But I really want to start making it more full in here, you know, and just like and letting them take off on their own. But yeah, in my number 2 spot, this would have to be the pothos. Let's get into my number 1 plant that I cannot get rid of if I had to get rid of all my other plants, okay? This one would be the one that I keep. The number 1 plant is this tree of philodendron, okay? Look at how big this thing is compared to my hand, okay? Like that. Yeah, it's a very big plant, okay? Y'all could probably hear my AC. It's hot in Texas, like I say, and so I have to keep that thing on or else my house will overheat and kill the plants and me. So this plant I actually got with my boyfriend. This was basically our first like couple plant that we got as a couple. So it is a very meaningful plant to me for that reason. It is a very big plant, okay? And it takes up a lot of space. And anytime anybody's come over, they're like, damn, that's a nice ass plant. And I'm like, thank you, I know. And yeah, it does really good. It's very bright and direct light. It brings a lot of positive energy because as y'all just heard me say, people will compliment you for it, and that makes you feel good whenever your plants are complimented. This one would be one that I just could not get rid of. It is one of my favorite plants. I love it so much, and it's my first couple plant. So that is my video. If you did like this video, then go ahead and leave me a like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Y'all already know the process. And just let me know which plant, if you had to get rid of all your plants, what's the one that you would have to keep? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in my next video.